Hello, welcome back to Political Insiders. I'm John LeBoutillier here with Pat Caddell. Martin Hinton, our executive producer, sitting in for Doug Schoen, who's out west doing some research. And the topic that swept through Washington last week were these Hillary Clinton State Department emails, her own server in Chappaqua. And the big story, it seemed to me, Pat, was not that the Republicans had anything to do with it. It's Democrats eating up the Clintons, the mainstream press eating up the Clintons. As a Republican, it's kind of fun to watch it. Where is it headed?
I don't know yet. We don't know yet but I'll tell you this. I think we're on a slippery slope. Remember, and I think that, as I said last night on our show, I think this is bigger than a molehill. But the mountain is the money, foreign money and corporate money going into the foundation, which links into this.
The library.
And the library and all of this. And no comment from her whatsoever except a tweet. I mean, really, it's kind of amazing, don't you think?
Well, you don't have anything good to say. You don't say anything at all, I guess, is maybe the advice she's been getting.
But they'll send your attack people out, which is what they're doing. And they're
doing
apologists.
That. Yeah.
Apologists are all saying, oh, Colin Powell had emails.
Lanny Davis was on yesterday at Fox News Sunday with Chris Wallace, and it was basically, what's the big deal?
The big deal is she has a hackable and has been hacked server and site, and she is supposed to use the government websites.
So let me ask you a question. What reason would you have for not using the government's email? Why would you create
it? You don't want people to have access to you and your daughter and your husband and Huma Abedin, who's used the same server. They're communicating, and they don't want other people.
So it's like an ex parte communication outside government's regulation.
The official ones are going through there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But why do you do it? It's one word: control. Paranoid control.
While we're talking, because just before we came on the air, Pat, you noticed in this poll that we're going to put up, Fox News poll, that in less than a year, Hillary's lost 20 points on her honesty thing, right?
Yeah, she's down 10 on yes and up 10 on no.
Okay, so each time there's a new scandal,
this is less than a year.
Less than a year. So two weeks ago we had the news about foreign donations going.
This is before the emails.
Right. Oh, this is before the email.
Before the emails. Oh, yeah.
You're right, because the email
this is a week ago. This was the foundation coming up. This is before the emails, which have gotten a lot more attention, and a lot more Democrats and media people going, why were you doing this? Because it doesn't make sense.
So set aside all the coronation element of Hillary being the next president. If you forget her name for a second and you see these numbers and you're thinking about running for president, what's your campaign manager's mood in the back room now?
Are you a Democrat?
Yeah.
One of the campaign managers has to be saying to their guy or gal, "You've got to get in this race." He used the term. Pat just said slippery slope. She's on that slope.
John has a phrase about her being
that's like a balloon. 20 points. That's more like a black diamond. That's not a steady slope.
Double black
diamond. Being the balloon in search of a pin.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I were, as I was many years ago, the constant insurgent strategist in our party, how to overthrow the establishment, and successfully, I would be taking this
twice. You did.
She is almost 3 times, almost with Gary Hart too. Except she blew up. But anyway, the three, I would be running and saying, oh, my God, it's only going to get worse. And here's the problem. All of this feeds into a narrative. You could hear the country almost last week going, oh, my God, not again. Yeah. And that is the problem. Not again. And she has no compelling case for her candidacy at the moment. Except for vote for me because I'm a woman.
Right.
That is not going to do it. And someone should be in this talking about new ideas, new approaches, and corruption in Washington, and by indirection, guess who else is really corrupt?
So there is no response. There's not there's not a conversation going on in the
Oh no, because everyone's scared.
Well, no, within the Hillary Clinton campaign.
They're arrogant. They think no one's going to.
They think it'll just
here's the interesting
water under the bridge in a week.
Political news. Here's the interesting. Again, another one of these dogs not barking. They bring in Podesta and Berelson, who was Obama's supposed pollster. I guess he was his pollster. I shouldn't say that, but anyway, that's respect. But anyway, and yet this crisis is all being handled by the Sidney Blumenthals, the David Brocks, and all of her machinery from before on the Clinton scandals. And this just has got to be a question of, the real question is, if I'm Podesta coming in. What am I coming into? And who's calling me? And what else is there?
Yeah. All right, more to come on that on Sunday night, Political Insider 7:30 to 8 with Harris Faulkner. So for Martin Hinton, for Pat Caddell, I'm John LeBoutillier. See you soon.